This is week 26, day 1, week 26 of this weight loss journey. My current weight, 227 pounds, I think. I'll put it around here somewhere. Can't remember the exact amount, but I think it's 227. And pretty normal day 1. So tried to extend my fast until about 2:30 today, and got a little lightheaded for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe it's just mental, who knows, but I don't know. So that's where I'm at on day 1, and see you on day 2. Hey, what is up now? It is Cam coming at you from week 26, day 2 of my weight loss journey. My current weight, I do not know. It is the morning of day 2, and I haven't weighed myself yet. I won't weigh myself till today, about 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock or so in the afternoon. I weigh myself right before I break my fast. So I don't know what it is. What I can tell you guys is, you'll see it. By the time you're watching this portion of the video, you'll know the weight, because I'll put it up on the screen for you. But as the time I'm taking this video, I'm not sure what it is. Sorry guys. What I can tell you is, it's the morning of day 2. It is 24 degrees outside, and I'm just getting a walk in. It's not really that pleasant. You know, it's everything's cold at this temperature. You know, I'm from Ohio, and everything is frozen. So you know, you got to watch the sidewalks. It was raining all last night, so everything that was wet is now frozen. So you just kind of got to watch it a little bit. But I mean, a lot of it is just, you know, making the decision to, you know, move forward even when it's not fun, you know. A lot of this has to go beyond motivation, you know. It's not a motivation situation anymore, because there's lots of days where I don't feel motivated to eat the right thing or do the activity I need to do. It's not about motivation, you know. It's about trusting the process, and it's about sticking to it, even on days that you don't really feel like doing it. You just gotta put one foot in front of the other and get on with it, man. It's not about, you know, it can't be about motivation. Motivation will fail you. I mean, it's a fickle mistress, you know. Sometimes you're motivated, you know. When you're afraid, you get motivated. When you're just starting something new, you get motivated. But eventually it'll fail you. I mean, eventually you're not going to be motivated. You know, you're going to hit a cold day. You don't want to go outside, or, you know, you're too tired. You don't want to go to the gym. Because, you know, it's the same problem if you go to a gym. It's the same problem if you have a at-home gym in your basement or in your garage or in a spare room. You hit the same problem, you know. Your mind will always find an excuse not to want to do something, you know, eventually. And, you know, the start of that is kind of just like letting it all be dictated by motivation. Well, I gotta be careful here. There's ice all over this damn sidewalk. Now today, I mean, I have at-home exercise equipment. I could have done something inside. I didn't have to be out here this morning if I didn't want to. But, you know, for me, I mean, it's part of it, you know. It's not that cold. It's not single digits out here, you know. It's just a little below freezing. And, you know, I really like walking outside, man. I like getting the fresh air. So, you know, that's just me. But none of it really goes through, you know, motivation. You know, it's not, I guess what I'm trying to say is it can't be emotional decisions. You know, motivation is like an emotion, you know. Well, frustration is an emotion, you know, sadness is an emotion. These are all like things that come and go. And to get results with the weight loss and to get results with your health, it can't come and go. I mean, it's got to be consistent. So motivation has to, you know, not be able to control the situation. Any kind of emotion can't control the situation. I mean, that stuff has to be put to the back, you know, and you really just got to focus on the job at hand. You know, that's how I look at it, man. So anyway, just some thoughts I had this morning on this whole experience. 26 weeks, you know, I'm on my 26th week. There's been, you know, ups and downs, you know. In the beginning, in the first part of this, it was very hard. And then, you know, I started losing weight, so it was a good motivator, you know, but, you know, it was a good motivator, but, you know, it's not like you're motivated all the time, you know, even when you're losing weight. I mean, there are things that make you, you know, want to like take a cheat day or want to be like frustrated by something, and that happened to me all the time. And I mean, the self-discipline is far more important than the motivation, you know. And the only way you get that self-discipline is to keep at it every single day, you know, and your mind gets stronger little by little. Whew, it's cold out here. Anyways, that's all I got. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey, what is up? This is Cam coming at you from week 26, day 3 of my weight loss journey. And I don't know what my weight is right now. By the time you see this clip, you'll have my weight because I'll be putting it up on screen here. But as the time of taking this recording, I don't know what it is yet. I haven't checked it yet. It's about 11:42 a.m. I haven't broke my fast yet. I'm getting ready to head home. I've been out here running some errands. It's like 5 days before Christmas. As you can imagine, at this time of year, you're running a lot of errands. So that's just kind of the way it is. But I wanted to take this video for you really quick right now because I was out here and I was getting ready to head home. I was just about done, and I look back here and I see the Sonics, and that is what you see behind me there. That's Sonics. And you know, I'll tell you what, before I used to, you know, before this journey, I mean, I used to, like, when I went out, like, I would always get something, you know, like a candy bar, some kind of snack, some kind of fast food item, something. Whenever I left the house, it seems like I was always getting something, some kind of treat, something, you know. And I don't do that anymore, man. So over the last 6 months, you know, I've broke that habit of always wanting to get like some kind of snack, some kind of goodie whenever I leave the house. I broke that habit, you know. And you know, I like to think it's 100%, you know, mental, you know, toughness, you know, strength, self-discipline. It's 100% that, you know. But there's another aspect of this that I didn't tell you about. And I don't want to like get all religious on you because, you know, I know some of you don't have the same beliefs as me or whatever, but I do want to say this. When I, after like the 3rd week, when I found out that I had diabetes and I knew that I was going to have to get a lot more strict, I was going to have to get a lot more, you know, a lot more serious about what I was trying to do. You know, I prayed to God to help me. I told him, I said, I can't do this alone, man. I can't do this on my own. This is too big for me. I've tried and I failed, and I've tried and I failed. And, you know, I keep on giving up for whatever reason, you know. And I just need help. You know, I need help. And it's amazing, you know, it just got easier, you know. It got easier, and I'm not saying I don't have good days and bad days where like some days are harder, some days are not as hard, but I never even think about giving up. I never even think, like that Sonic Spec there, I don't even think about going to eat there. It's not even something I think about. It's just, you know, of course there's good days and bad days. And of course, like sometimes I get jealous of foods other people are eating. Like, oh man, pizza sounds so good or whatever. I'd rather just eat a hamburger. I always think about stuff like that sometimes. And some days are worse than others. But as far as like actually really considering like, you know, just saying, just once, I'll just eat it this way, this time. No, I don't consider that, right? And that is just like an amazing amount of self-discipline and mental toughness that I don't feel like I had it before, you know? I don't think I've ever in my life, you know, utilized so much like mental strength. And, you know, I can tell you that like the longer you go doing something, the more mental toughness you build. But I wouldn't be being honest with you if I didn't think that, you know, God had something to do with it, because there's definitely a palpable difference between when I ask for help from God and when I was just trying to do it on my own. So, I mean, take it how you want to take it. I'm not trying to convert you to Christianity or anything like that. I mean, you got to make your own decisions in life. This is an anecdotal story. I'm just telling you my experience. So anyways, that Sonic Spec there has no power over me. Man, that feels really good to know that I'm strong enough to just do that, and like it's not a big deal. A lot of these places were like my old haunting grounds, you know, like I had all these kind of like bad habits associated with these places. Like when I go to Walmart, I go to Sonic's. When I go here, I go there. When I go over there, I go over here. It's like I had all these bad food habits associated with all these different places. It was crazy, you know, to be able to break that and to just like ride the straight and narrow is, it's very good, man. It's a good feeling. So anyways, it's 5 days before Christmas here as I'm recording this. I hope you guys are all having a happy holidays, and hope you're not getting too stressed out there. That being said, let me get off here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace now. Okay, this is a video for day 4 of week 26 on my weight loss journey. It is still dark outside, so if I can't see me too well, but yeah, it's dark out here. It's just the morning. It's about 6:45 a.m. The sun's getting ready to creep up pretty soon, but right now it's still dark. My current weight. First of all, this is the morning of day 5, but I'm recording this video for yesterday. You know, we're like just a few days out from Christmas here, and I've been super busy, and I didn't get my video done yesterday. I weighed myself yesterday, but it was like it was actually like earlier than what I normally weigh myself. I weigh myself kind of in the morning instead of midday when I usually do. I usually weigh myself right before I break my fast. And yesterday I kind of weighed myself early. So probably not an accurate representation of my weight, but it's fine. It is what it is. So I got the weight in, had to go to a Christmas party, had to do all this other stuff. Christmas party was funny, man, because people kept on asking me about how I was eating, and oh man, sorry, we have to eat this pie in front of you and stuff like that. Like, you know, I think it was worse on them than it was on me. It didn't bother me, man. I've been doing this for 26 weeks, so it doesn't really bother me about the sweets and stuff. I'm used to it. But yeah, it was fine. But it kind of broke my routine a little bit because, you know, I was at this party and I think we were there for about 4 hours, between like noon and 4:30 or something. Just hanging out with friends and family. But it was kind of a break to routine. Not a big deal, but You know, I didn't get the video recorded. Didn't get my weight measured at the right time. So, you know, we'll see what happens. I think yesterday on the scale I was like 228. And I noticed like I'm fluctuating between, you know, 226 and 228. So I'm trying to crack into the 225s, you know. So we'll see if I can make that happen. But yesterday was fine. Just these are like the kind of like hurdles you can expect, you know, just breaks to your routine, especially around the holidays. A lot of times you're exposed to a lot more food than you really want to be exposed to, as far as like all these sweets and all these, like, you know, around the holidays, man, mashed potatoes is a big one. Like that turkey at the Christmas thing yesterday, but you know, it had like a sugar coating on it and stuff. So it's like I couldn't eat that. So, you know, macaroni and cheese, yeah, candied jams, like all this stuff, which tastes good, but I can't eat any of that stuff. Well, they had some stuff I could eat, you know, some raw veggies, some peas, some cheese. Had these little turkey bites that came in the veggie tray that we brought. So, you know, I just kind of snacked. It was totally fine. But, you know, these are challenging times this time of year, and it's fine. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you an update on yesterday. I mean, look, if I was going to give you some kind of advice, and the best time to start something like this is yesterday. That's what I would tell you. The best time to start is yesterday. But if you want to be really strategic, of course, we're getting towards January, right? I mean, January 1st, the beginning of the year, that's the furthest away you can get from the holiday season. So, yeah, of course, that's going to be a good time to get started, you know? Because by the time you get to Christmas and Halloween and Thanksgiving and all that stuff, you're gonna have built up some mental discipline, some self-discipline to handle those holidays. But, you know, I didn't start this thing until, you know, 26 weeks ago, which was like, I think, July. So, and I feel pretty mentally strong. So, you know, that's what I would say if we're talking about strategy, you know. But still, the best time to start is probably now. It's yesterday. As soon as you can, it's the best time to start. Anyways, that's all I got.
Okay, this is day 5 of week 26. Current weight, 227 pounds. Nothing much to report here today. Just average, normal day. I'll see you on day 20. I'll see you on day 6.
Hey, what is up now? This is Cam coming at you for my weight loss journey. It is day 6 of this weight loss journey. It is day 6 of week 26. Okay, not day 6 period, but day 6 of week 26. I just got done walking this morning, and you know, I don't know what my weight is yet, but by the time you get this video, you'll see my weight around here somewhere. You know, I know yesterday I was 227. I've been fluctuating between 226 and 228 this last, you know, couple weeks. So, you know, mentally, this is where you got to be mentally tough, you know, because mentally, you know, you don't see that, you see that weight start to slow down, and you want to change things. You want to change things. You want to change things. I'm working hard just to recognize the fact that, like, as I lose weight, and I've lost about a little over 50 pounds so far. As you lose weight, the weight loss does slow down a little bit, you know. So I'm working hard just to trust my process and to not like try to change a bunch of stuff. One thing I would like to do is add a little bit more, you know, like kind of like weight type training. Not necessarily weights, but just something besides just walking for activity. You know, I got this DDP yoga program that I have tried to do a few different times over the last 10 years since I've had it, and I just always kind of give up. But I haven't really tried it that much since I started this, so I would like to try to incorporate that into my daily routine. So anyways, that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. I want to be careful with big changes to my routine. Yesterday my blood sugar, I measured my blood sugar yesterday. It was Monday. I've been checking it once a week, and it was 104. And the way my system works right now is, if my blood sugar is within normal limits, I check it every Monday. Every Monday I check it just to kind of see where it's at. And if it's in normal limits, like if it's under 100, above 70 or whatever, then I don't check it until next Monday. But if it's over 100, then I continue to check it every day until I'm back in the normal limits. And yesterday it was 104, so a little outside of normal. So I earned myself another blood sugar check today. So that's frustrating, but again, like so much of this journey, it's a mental thing. It's a mental toughness situation. A lot of it's about continuing to do what you said you were going to do, continuing to stay on course, and to give your mind a chance to grow stronger. That's what a lot of it's about. That being said, that's pretty much all I got. Start of another day here. It's Tuesday. It's the day before Christmas Eve. Everybody in my house is excited. We're going to be getting into Christmas here. And yeah, good times. Good times. It's been a crazy year, man. I cannot believe that 26 weeks ago, that over these last 26 weeks, I cannot believe I've lost 50 plus pounds, man. I'm excited about that. I want to get down to 190. That's my goal. And then I want to, figure out maintenance mode at 190 pounds and figure out what that looks like. Because I don't have the answer to that puzzle, So I'll figure it out as I go. I've been taking notes. These videos here are my documentation of my journey. And I'm going to write a little book. I'm going to write a little book when this is over. And hopefully it'll help some other people. So, yeah, I guess that's all I got. So, all right, peace now. Hey, what is up? This is Cam coming at you from day 6 of, no, this is day 7. This is day 7 of week 26. This is Christmas Eve, and I'm at 226 point something pounds. I can't remember the exact amount. But it'll be around here somewhere. You'll see the picture. But it is Christmas Eve, and just business as usual. You know what I mean? When it comes to this diet, when it comes to this weight loss journey, it's just business as usual. The holidays, have taken some mental discipline. There's no doubt about it, and they're not over yet. But I've done really good. I haven't done any cheating or anything like that. I've stayed on course, and yeah, I'm really proud of myself for how I've handled the holidays here. But yeah, it's Christmas Eve, and I'm gonna go hang out with my family. All right, peace.